So this is going to be my battle nav slash pilly tutorial. Now the first thing you need to know about pillaging in general is to always treat your jobbers with respect. Now if a person is on your ship and they are not stationing, if they're just lazing and walking around, what I do is first I give them a verbal warning, and that means I just type out please station, and then I type out their name usually. If they're still not stationing, that's when I will order them to station. And how to do that is you come over here, you click, and whichever station you want them on, you click, and it will send them a whistle to get on a station. If they are still not stationing, that is when I decide to plank the person. To plank a person, all you have to do is type the slash and type plank, and then you type their name. I only plank a person if, one, they are not stationing, and two, if they are being rude to either myself or other people. Those are the only two reasons I would ever plank a person. So each ship shoots a different size cannonball. A sloop, which is what I'm on right now, shoots small cannonballs. If you're on a bigger ship and you don't know what size cannonballs they shoot, you should either ask an officer, or you can also go to puzzlepirates.com. So just type in puzzlepirates.com. You go to the Wikipedia tab. You click on ships, and it will have a list of ships for you to click on. So you're looking at the list of ships. Let's say you are on a junk. So you go down to J, obviously, you click junk. You scroll down and you look under battle nav, and you look next to cannon size, and you see that junks shoot large cannons. Also, each ship has a max damage, and what that means is, in a battle, your objective is to max that other ship. So you are on a junk right now, on a pilly. Now a sloop, which is this little thing right here, it engages you. You want to know how much to max a sloop on a junk. As we established before, a junk shoots large cannons. So you look down here and you see large cannons. It only takes 3 shots to max a sloop. 3 larges. You always want to max a ship. That is your objective in every battle, is to max it. And don't overkill it either. You only need to shoot 3 times at it. You don't need to shoot it 10 times. if you max every ship, your Bnav rank will go up a lot faster. So some routes are easier than others when you're out pillaging. On Mala, the easiest routes to do are in Lacerda, the Lacerda archipelago. If you're not from Mala and you don't know the easiest routes or want suggestions on which routes to take, I'd ask any officer in your crew. Also, the hardest on Mala is probably Barracuda to Zuya or Shelja to Lilac. I'm going to quickly go over the things in the Configure Voyage tab. So, if you're running a pillage, this little scroll up here determines how difficult your battles are going to be, or how difficult the ships are going to be. So you can adjust that. Obviously, if you go more towards the red, they will be tougher. If you go towards the blue, they will be a lot easier. Also, if you just want to have sword fights, you click over to brigands. If you just want to have rumbles, you click over to barbarians. So I am just on a random Navy ship battle nav mission. Normally you're obviously going to have other pirates on the ship, but for now I'm just doing the Navy for this tutorial. Now, when you set sail, it normally takes probably at least two to 3 to 4 leagues to get a battle. Sometimes it doesn't want to give you a battle right away, so if that is the case, I always either have someone else nav or I myself will nav. Naving helps you get a battle a lot faster. Also, the first thing you want to do when you get on your ship, down below here will be a auto target little box. I always uncheck that box before I start a pilly. If you have that box checked, your ship will engage every ship that crosses your path that is green. The reason you do not want to do that is because you always want a ship spawn. Because if you have ship spawns, your booty ramp will go up, which means you'll get more PO as the pilly goes on. Also, if you are not getting a spawn, and you do not want to navigate, what I usually do is I will wait till you get to a league point, and I will sit on the league point for a good probably 10 to 20 seconds before I press sail again. What that does is, normally if you wait a little bit, it will create a spawn for you faster. So I am just going to skip ahead to where I am in battle, and I will see you all there. Alright, So you're in battle. We're on a sloop. Up here, if it says brigands, that means once you grapple, the fight will be sword fight. If it says barbarians, that means it'll be rumble. Okay, we're battling against a sloop. This is us, that's the sloop. It takes 6 shots to max a sloop, so we want to hit that sloop 6 times with our cannonballs. What I normally do is I'll run around a little bit at first when the battle starts to try to get the other ship to run out of moves. So also, obviously, to move, you put these pieces in the boxes, and you can either click here and drag them over, or you can click inside the box. If you click it once, that'll be a left. You click it twice, that'll be a forward. You click it 3 times, that'll be a right. Or if you click your left mouse button, that will be a left. Or if you click your right one, that'll be a right. Also, I always tried to put my moves in at the last second, because that bot can read your moves. So putting them in at the last second limits them being able to read your moves. With Bnav, all it takes is practice. You aren't gonna be amazing at it right away. It just takes practice and learning how the bots move. See right there, it read my moves. So once you hit the ship, what I usually do is I will type out how many shots I put into that ship. So we just hit the ship twice. I will type out 2/0 because we've hit them twice and they have hit us 0 times. We just hit them 2 more times, so we type out 4/0. This is just to remind you how many times you shot them. So right here, I'm about to max them, and I'm also most likely going to grapple them. So I'm just going to show you what that looks like. To grapple them, you can either drag this over, or you can click twice. Once you're nearing the end of your pillage, you always want to port the ship on a habited island. Because on habited islands you can restock the ship. And you always want to restock the ship, especially if the ship isn't your own that you're using. Also, everyone loses battles. Even the greatest Navers ever lose battles. So do not get discouraged if you lose a battle. Just keep trying, keep doing pillages, keep learning how the bots move.